Hello. Happy, what day is it? Saturday. Happy Saturday, y'all. You probably won't be seeing this on Saturday though. So happy whatever day it is. I'm in a great mood today. I feel like I just woke up on the right side of bed and I'm thanking God for it because sometimes we be waking up on the wrong side of bed. But if you decide you're gonna have a good day, you're gonna have a good day. And I'm choosing to have a good day today on purpose. So I hope you are too. Now, in my first video, asked you guys to give me any little. I'm laughing because I don't know why. But I asked you guys to give me any of your drama or anything that you guys are dealing with that you'd like my advice on, and you guys came through. I've gotten about 15 responses. I'm only going to answer a few this video so that I'll have more for the next videos, but you are seen, you are heard, and you will be recognized. So thank you for taking time to think about me, and thank you for entrusting me with your situation, because I know sometimes when you're dealing with shit you don't want to talk about it, but thank you for sharing with me. I don't take that lightly, especially as a person who doesn't like to share with everyone what they're going through. I understand the gravity of that for a lot of people, so namaste, thank you. But let me gather myself. Okay, so our first situation is from, they said they like to stay anonymous. Sorry. The first situation says, my boyfriend has been acting distant towards me and I'm not sure whether or not I should address it. I'm feeling like he's cheating, but I don't want to press the issue. What should I do? Okay, so what is distant to you? You know what I'm saying? And I think that can be perceived in a lot of different ways. And before you just jump the gun and say, hey, he's cheating on me, although that might be a possibility, I'm not saying you're out of the loop for thinking that. I'm not in it. I haven't seen how he behaved before you come into this conclusion. But I would say first let's check on him. Let's make sure that he's okay up here, because sometimes when we get in relationships, we kind of forget that our partner has their own things going on too, that they might not always share with us, whether or not they realize it, especially if they're a more secluded person or someone who has a hard time expressing themselves. His distance might be his cry for help. So I think take a step back and ask yourself if you are blowing this out of proportion, and maybe it's your own insecurities making you feel like, hey, since he stepped back, he must be talking to somebody else. Or he could be cheating. And if so, I'd say leave. There's not really much I can say on that. I can't tell you whether or not he's cheating. Me personally, that's not the first thing I would assume just because someone's being distant. So that might be your own past experiences making you think that's the first, damn. Oh my God. When I get in a good mood, y'all, I forget how to talk. Like my mouth doesn't move as quick as my thoughts, or my thoughts move quicker than my mouth. But yeah, your past trauma with relationships might be what's making you assume he's cheating. He might love the hell out of you and only want you and only have eyes for you. So don't accuse him of that. How about let's check on him first, and then if we're seeing other signs, then he might be up to something. Okay, now let's get to the next. Alright, the next person says, I'm having a hard time with my confidence. I don't like the way that I look or dress, and I don't know how to change it. Okay. First of all, you have to ask yourself, why don't you like how you look or dress? Okay. Do you truly not like how you're presenting yourself, or do you not like it because you're comparing yourself to other people and you subconsciously want to be them because you see the positive attention that they're getting and you think that's the only way to be seen as attractive or to be seen as desirable? And that's not the case, okay? You have to be comfortable in you and love you and appreciate you. I always use the example of BBL warriors, okay? And no shade to BBL warriors. But BBL warriors, that's a different type of beauty, okay? That's over there. That doesn't take away from natural queens. Just because you got a big old booty and big old boobs, you're gorgeous and that's great for you. But that doesn't mean that us skinny minis over here aren't cute. You know what I'm saying? That means we're pretty in our own ways. So trying to compare the two is not going to help anybody. That's not going to do anybody a service. They just have to be them. You just have to be you. So I think that a lot of the times when we have trouble with confidence is because we don't have any sense of self. So you have to explore you and just like the things that you like without seeking validation for it. Okay? And I'm saying it like it's simple. It's really not that simple. But that's a place to start with that. I also like to do a lot of affirmations. I have been working on my confidence as well. I know a lot of people assume that I'm confident or I'm cocky or I don't know, whatever the hell. But I go through shit just like everybody else, okay? I have been practicing talking to myself the way that I would talk to someone I'm dating. If someone I'm dating is feeling like they're not attractive or they're not enough, I'm going to reassure them. So, take that and apply it to yourself. If you're not feeling like enough, you're not feeling cute, take the time and the energy to set yourself aside, look at yourself, and point out the things that you like. And don't say, oh, I don't like anything about myself. Bitch, no. You do, okay? You might be so far gone, you think you don't, but you do, okay? There are good qualities about you. And you have to hone in on them and focus on them and tell yourself them, okay? And sometimes you gotta just fake it till you make it. I don't feel like the best thing walking every day, but I'll never let anyone think that, okay? Don't be critical of yourself to others either. Don't point out the things you don't like on you to other people, because that just opens the door of, oh, she's a little bit insecure. This might be a way that I can get to her. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just be patient with yourself and accept yourself. That's what I got for that. Now, the next point. Not next point. Next. You know what I'm trying to say. Shit. Hold on. This one is making me kind of sad. But they said, I feel like I don't have a purpose and I don't know where to start. It's the end of high school is coming to an end and I just feel lost. Girl, just because you feel like you don't know what you want to do or you're not sure of what your purpose is yet, that doesn't take away from your value. You don't need a purpose to have value. You don't. You don't have to know what you want to do for the rest of your life at 17, 16, however old you are. You don't need to know that. You just need to let yourself experience shit because it'll come to you. And I know it's hard to see right now, especially if you're around people that know what they're doing. It's very hard not to look at yourself and say, hey, why am I not like that? But you don't need to know everything right now. You don't need to have it all figured out. This is the time to be figuring shit out and trying new things and making mistakes and figuring out what you do and don't like. And if you can reframe that, you're actually at a great spot right now. Because since you feel like you don't know what your purpose is, you are open to so many more new experiences and opportunities because you're not fixated on one thing. So you take this time to learn what you do and don't like. Okay? Don't beat up on yourself because it's perfectly fine not to know right now. Shit, I don't know what my purpose is. That's why I'm talking to a camera. Like, I'm trying to find out what I do and don't like my damn self. Nobody has it all figured out, and anyone who says they do is a liar. So, yeah. Okay, so the next person has said, I feel like I need to be in a relationship to be happy. I don't know what to do with myself. This hurting my heart a little bit too. Okay. You don't feel like you need to be in a relationship. You feel like being in a relationship is what validates you. Because being in a relationship is kind of like an external message to you and everyone around you that you matter and you're important because you have someone else who is willing to stick by you and cares about you and is doing these nice things for you. You don't need that. You can do those nice things for yourself. You can care for yourself. You can take yourself out. You can treat yourself. So you don't need to be in a relationship to have that. And the fact that you feel that way right now should really show you that you should not be in a relationship, because a relationship is supposed to be an add-on to you. That's not supposed to be your reason. Or, yeah, you shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody because it makes you feel important. You should be with somebody because they add to you, they make you better, they support you. You know what I'm saying? There are so many other reasons to want to be with somebody. So you have to understand that's where that comes from. And I've been there before too. I've been in a space of, I just feel like I have to be with somebody. I just feel like being a girlfriend is what makes me important, and that's what makes me seen, and that's not the case. You can stand alone. You don't need nobody with you to be important. And if you're someone who's codependent, that's going to be very hard for you to learn. But you need to teach yourself that, because people come and go. So if you're so attached to someone to the point you feel like you can't be without them, or you don't know who you are without them, you're going to be screwed in life, because anything can happen. Not even to say they're going to leave you. They could pass away, God forbid. Or they can, I don't know. But the only thing in life that you are certain about is you. So do not place your value or your worth on somebody else, because people will let you down. It's inevitable. No matter their intentions, no matter how good they are to you, no matter how much they love you, people will fall short and let you down. So you have to have yourself to rely on. Okay? And I hope that helps you. I hope that you can find some kind of clarity from that, or understanding. I hope that helps you be able to put words to how you feel, because I have been around people like that. I have been that person before, and it makes you question you, but don't question you, okay? Question how you look at relationships. And I think the fact that you feel that way, it should make you take a few steps back and be single for a little bit, because you need to learn how to be with you. That's just important. As a grown person in society, you have to be alone sometimes. Alright. Sorry, I had to get some water. There's a lot of talking, and I think I'm trying to get sick, but we still here, okay? This is gonna be my last, I don't even know what to call this, but the last response I'm gonna be giving. So, somebody said, I'm trying to get closer to God, but I feel like my friends are holding me back. What should I do? Okay, so when you say you feel like your friends are holding you back, I don't know if you mean that they're not on the same path as you, or if they are, yeah, like, so I'm gonna take that as you mean they're not on the same path as you, and they're kind of just not helping you grow on that journey, getting closer to God. And to that I say, that's a good that you recognize that. First of all, good on you for being aware. But now let's make sure that when we recognize that we have to grow past someone or grow without someone, we have to still give them grace, because they were there for a past version of us. Even though that version doesn't exist anymore, they still cared for you and they still loved you. So don't just say, hey, I feel like you're not in alignment with me anymore, fuck you. Don't do that. That's mean. And they don't deserve that. Because think about it, if you were in their shoes, you wouldn't want a friend to break up with you that way. That's so screwed up. That's so mean to do to a person. So let's have some grace with them, okay? And I think that you should communicate this in a way that is very much not placing blame, okay? So with any of your friends, if it's a group, I don't know if it's a group or one person, but you could just text them even if you feel like you can't call, and just let them know, hey, like, I have a lot that I'm working towards right now, and I'm very busy, but I don't want you to take that as me not loving you, me not having time for you. My energy is just somewhere else right now. I'm always here if you need anything. I just need some space for the time being, and I love you so much, and I want you to know you haven't done anything wrong. And then you just act on it, and you just do whatever you feel it's taking you. Do whatever you feel you cannot do in their friendship, for yourself. And does that make sense? Did I say that right? After you've said what you need to say to them, act on what you feel you need to act on to get closer with God. And in your doing that, you'll find other relationships. It's going to be lonely for a little bit, and you're going to feel a little bit hopeless for a while, especially if you were very close with these friends. But God will put new people in your path, and you'll meet people who are on the same journey as you, and those relationships will be even more close, and y'all will have a even better bond because y'all are bonding over God. That's that's such a beautiful thing. So I think you just need to remember to have grace as you move forward, but don't be sorry, because that's life. Life is growing and moving, and you'll outgrow people, and that's okay. But just be kind about it and gentle. So, yeah. I hope that this helped you guys. I hope that this was entertaining. I don't know. I hope that you could take something away from this. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, and continue to grow with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. See ya.